live.
Say, look, this gospel should be preached in all the earth. You got your phone though. Boy got the blue letter. Boy got the blue letter program in his mind. Yeah.
Okay, Daniel.
Romans.
Okay.
Matthew.
Matthew 24:14.
All right. Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
All right. You'll give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash.
we'll say double honor to our elders, our great leaders. All right, who rule well, teach well, be a great example to Israel, man the elect. We want to say peace and blessings to the brothers, the hopeful elect, forefront of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity, their great song. All right, when the Hebrew Israelite, we come week in and week out, in season, out of season, to prophesy the downfall of America. All right, and to come out and break down these strongholds on our people, man. All right, and to deliver the elect. All right, and bring them to the fold. And Lord willing, we'll be getting out of here soon, man. And furthermore, we're gonna get into a later law now. I hope you brothers edified.
It's Matthew 24:14. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
Right.
And then shall the end come.
And then shall the end come. So as you see on the thumbnail of this live show, on the way down here, me and the brother, was getting ready to get off the expressway and come to the spot. And we looked up, behold, what do we see in front of us? All right, Jake got Israel 1 on his license plate, man. Okay? So, I mean, on some level, the whole earth has pretty much heard this word. Whether it be through the YouTube, whether it be through, seeing somebody's license plate, whether it be Facebook, but this word, like the scriptures say, has to go out before the end comes. So this is a testimony to us brothers that's in the know, but it's true that we at the end, man. You see all the different events going on, all the different signs of the sun and the moon, okay? We coming down here, we seeing more and more, Jake walking around with shirts and fringes on, okay? Even though they not of GMS, the gospel is being preached that salvation is for Israel only, man.
Right.
Because all these lies that have been told by Esau, Edom, all right, about this book is starting to be destroyed. All those deceptions and deceits are starting to be destroyed. All those ideologies, those Christian philosophies, all those different philosophies from the Roman Catholic Church, okay? Whether it be, that hell doctrine, the virgin birth doctrine, but mainly that doctrine of God loves everybody, okay? The Lord is making a separation, man. And it's time, right, for these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all right, confusing the faces, all right, that go back to these 12 tribes to wake up and realize that you belong to the Most High and you only, man.
That's right.
That's why the Lord said, brother, get Amos 3:2.
Only have I known. I'll get the Amos.
Right, because the Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel, man. All right? So that's why you see Jake's growing beards on their face. We was just watching a video, a quick clip that one of the brothers of GMS, I think his name is Fadar Shabbat. Alright? And he posted a video of James Harden receiving a tweet. And the tweet was from this we don't know if he was taken out, but the guy's name was David. So it was all spiritual. But the tweet read, James Harden always looks like he's about to deliver the Israelites out of the Red Sea. Now why is James Harden receiving a tweet like that? Because he's one of the only athletes, well, I ain't gonna say only, he's one of the many, because now you see a whole lot of athletes with a beard. But a beard that big though, you know. James Harden probably got the biggest beard in all of the sports entertainment, man. You know? And you remember that guy, who was he? The MMA fighter? Kimbo Slice. You know? He had a real big beard. You know? And you notice that Jakes with and even LeBron James rocking the beard now, man. And if you notice, majority of the Jakes in that sports industry that rock the beards, hey, they ain't just no average player in the league either. They one of the elite players in the league, man. Hey, it just comes to show you how, hey, you can't spell Israelite without elite, man. Okay? Elite is in Israelite, man. You know? Now these guys are having that spirit on them, all right, to wear those beards, man. Because it's a sign of manliness, you know? It's a sign of a true man who has a beard on his face, man. Because that's the law, statutes, and commandments. That's in the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us for a man to have that beard on his face, you know? So you seeing more and more of it, you know? Even though a lot of the Jakes you see doing it with the biggest of beards, they wicked, you know? They're not really in this truth. But hey, nevertheless, they do have it, you know? Go ahead and bring that out, bro.
All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
Yeah, that's why I brought this up. Because the brother spoke on strongholds, man. Alright, and 2/3 of our people, they got a real stronghold on them, alright, and believe in Caesar boy Drill, man. Or such fake boy Drill. You know how that's going to call. Alright, the so-called Jesus, man. Alright, that's a real stronghold on our people. But guess what? The Lord got the true prophets coming down and prophesying, alright, to the people, let them know, man. Hey, that's a stronghold, man. You got to come from there. Alright, we know who the true power is. His name is Yahweh, and his son is Yahweh Shah, man. Alright, his name is not God and Jesus. That's a stronghold on our people, man. And we come to break that shit down, man. Alright, crumbling it up in pieces. You know, like a shot of glass, man, that's what we doing to the society, man, that Esau built up. We just turn it down, man, through the spirit power you have by Shalom Shah.
That's right.
It's Romans 10 and 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua shall be saved.
Right. See, the brother just said, calling on those names, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, Yahweh by Yahushua. Okay? Now, that's the beginning of getting understanding. You know? That's the only way that you're going to be able to defeat the strongholds and of this world. You know? That's the only way you're going to be able to defeat all the wicked devices and imaginations out there is by holding dear to those names, holding strong to those names, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah. Read it again and keep going.
Romans 10 and 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua shall be saved. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
Right, so how they gonna call on somebody that they never believed on in the first place? You know, because our people are all into this Jesus and Christ, you know, they calling on a really a demon, you know, and they don't know it. They just always been brought up in those beliefs. It's a system of what you call Stockholm syndrome, cognitive dissonance, you know. where your core beliefs that you was taught in, you refuse to let them go because what? Mama taught me that, daddy taught me that. Everybody I always knew, always went to Baptist church called on Jesus Christ. But you had never thought to stop taking the messages that you hear at face value. You never thought to do what? Look and seek out the Lord yourself. All right, to seek out the true knowledge. Because the Lord said that his people are going to be destroyed for what? Lack of knowledge, man.
Right.
And that's the main thing that our people refuse to accept is true knowledge. Because there's so much false knowledge out there, all right, set up ultimately through the wicked, okay, because that's their plan and that's their MO is to deceive you and put a false message out there, you know? But we are out here to give you the true message because it's necessary. It's necessary. It's necessary. What you gonna do about it? And it's necessary that we push this message so that Jake will have the remedy or the solution on getting out of here, man. Okay? And understand that there's only one way out of this hell that we in, man. Okay? And that's through Yahweh Shah.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
Right.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
Right. So how they gonna hear, all right, about the Savior? How they gonna hear about Yahweh Shah, all right, and his judgment if don't nobody come out and teach him? You know? Go ahead.
And how shall they preach except they be sent? Is it written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things, but they have not all obeyed the gospel. But Isaiah said, the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, who have believed our report, so their faith coming by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
Right. So there was a prophecy that this word was going to go out throughout the whole earth, all right? And then the end shall come, okay? So, yeah, at this point, we're in that time, that prophecy is fulfilled pretty much, man. And it's still being fulfilled. And it's not going to stop being fulfilled until the Lord takes the men off the streets, until the Lord shuts down the internet, until ultimately Jacob's trouble comes.
Right.
Because that's really the beginning of Jacob's trouble. When this word is not being preached anymore, it's a wrap, man. It's the end of the end. It's the dead end, you know? That means, and I say dead end because that means a whole lot of bodies gonna start dropping, man. You know?
Hey, I was just gonna say too, the brother in San Francisco, Yakar, he had some people coming at his page, man, when they thought, you know what I'm saying, the internet was shut down, trying to get his number, you know, call him, all that stuff, man. They was going into panic mode, man.
Yep.
They didn't feel like the truth was out there no more.
Yep.
And they weren't gonna be able to, you know, hear the word. So you gotta get it right now, man.
You gotta get it like this brother say while the getting is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's Jake, you know, Jake a last minute type of guy, man.
Yeah.
Jake gonna wait right up until shit just all the way out of control.
Yeah.
And you know, when the family of the word hit, and martial law on the streets, and you know, this word is not really that easily accessible. You know, that's when Jake decided he's gonna, oh man, I better get my life together. Because see, he don't got true faith. Because see, true faith is the evidence of things not seen. The things that we're telling you right now that's not happening is what you need to be believing, and you need to be getting your shit together.
That's right.
Because if you don't take heed to this word, you're going to be destroyed, man.
Right.
All right? Because taking heed to the word ultimately is, like we went into earlier, following the shepherd and feeding the sheep, you know? So you got to follow that voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and once you get fed and you get fat and full of this word, then you got to start breaking bread. You got to start feeding the sheep, man. Go ahead, boy, Isaiah 52.
This is Isaiah chapter 52, verse 7. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him that bringeth good tidings.
All right, and mountains represent governments. All right, and that's what you see as being established. Being established is the government of Yahweh Shem Yahushua through his word bringing up the house of David, man, because that's when he said he was going to establish his government on what? The house of David, man. You know, King David is that mighty king under Yahweh Shah, who's going to lead the nation of Israel, man. All right, and that's what you see, the house of David being raised up. Okay, going all the way back to King Masha, man. All right, who, if you can receive, was King David, man. You know, he was a pioneer into waking us up. You know, go ahead, bro.
That publisheth peace, that bringeth good tidings of good, that publisheth salvation, that saith unto Zion, thy power reigneth.
Right, Yahweh Shah, he's that power that reigns, man. You know, and you see us out here all through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shah. You know, because we really excited, man. We excited for these times that we're living in, man.
Right.
You know, so it ain't a thing for us to come out here and preach this word every Saturday. It ain't a thing for us to come out here again, maybe another hour, and preach the word on Sundays.
Right.
You know, it ain't a thing for us to do 3 videos a week, man. You know, that's just a small part of our duty. You know, because ultimately, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, all the things that we do always go back to that. Because everything you see us doing is not because we want to do it, you know. Well, yeah, we want to do it because we know we feel Yahweh Shah, but it's just not our soul want. It's not our will. That's what I say. It's not what we want. It's not our will. It's the will of Yahweh Shah, man.
Right.
You know. Is it? Was that it on there? Okay.
This second Thessalonians 2:11, it says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Right, and it's going back. Read that again. Who have obtained our report. Go ahead, read that again. Back in the Romans. There we go. Again, 11 and 7. Romans 11 and 7.
Romans 10 and 18. Oh, 10 and 16. Romans 10 and 16. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. But Isaiah said, Lord, Yahweh Shah, who have believed our report?
Who have believed our report, man. You know, ultimately the only ones that's going to believe our report is the elect of the nation of Israel. You know? And everybody else is going to be blinded, all right, until missiles come, if they make it that far, and wake their ass up out of this shit. You know?
Got some mindset, come back in Hebrew Huggies, man. Hope for the best, hope it's good Israelite. Come back in Hebrew Huggies. Right now, you want it. Alright, this second Thessalonians 2:11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
And what's one of the biggest lies, man? This is one of the biggest lies, bro. Yeah, this is one of the biggest lies, man, ever told. That's a strong delusion, man, on our people.
Yeah, bro. That name Jesus Christ, that's a strong delusion, man.
That's right.
You know? And it's so it's so strong on our people that when you tell them and you break it down to them that the Lord wasn't a Greek and that this book is not an English book, that it was translated, you tell them that the English language only goes back to 550 years after the death of the Lord. That's when it first was established. They still don't resonate because they don't have the ears to receive that knowledge. The Lord didn't give them the ability to obtain what we are reporting. You know?
All right, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Right, and let's start with this. Let's start with the knowledge. Okay, he said wisdom is one of the students. You know, this first thing first, find out this knowledge, man. Alright, and then it trickle on down, alright, to the society. Everything been exalted in the society is contrary to the scriptures, man. Alright? Because Father has said to what? Great dignity. Alright? Hey, it ain't nothing like being in the truth. You know? Agree that I'm gonna get it out.
Done. Casting down imaginations.
Right, how we casting down imagination? Coming out here, week in, week out, prophesying the downfall of Christ, man. We letting the people know who are the devil according to the Bible, who is Esau according to the Bible, who is Judah, who is Benjamin, who is Levi. Alright, we just letting everybody know the truth of the scriptures, man. That's how we cast down imagination, man. Alright, who the true power is the so-called black man. Alright? Come on,
And every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
Right. And start with these elites, man. Alright, they're the highest people on this earth, man. You know? So we come out boldly, prophesying the downfall against them, man. Alright? Go ahead,
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach.
Casting down imagination. So bring it in what? Say bring it into captivity. Read it again.
And bringing into captivity.
Bring it into captivity. So we are captivating the minds of the people with what? The words of Yahweh Shimi Hawashah. That's a spirit, because I spoke to Jake about that the other day, yesterday. I said words are captivating. So the only thing about it is the Lord has to give you their spirit to be submissive to this word. You know? Because once this word caught us, we've been locked in with it ever since. You know?
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach.
Right. So all those delusions and all those wicked imaginations we had on us, the Lord brought us out of that and brought us to the knowledge of the truth. Okay, which the knowledge of the truth is what the Lord wants us to follow. All right, because that shows our obedience to Him. You know.
And having a readiness to revenge all disobedience. When your obedience
That's
is
what we
fulfilled.
doing. We out here ready to cast down all those wicked thoughts, man. All those reprobate minds, you know.
Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is Mashiach's, let him of himself think this again, that as he is Mashiach's, even so are we Mashiach's.
Right. So you think that you can look on the outward appearance and determine whether or not somebody is a Yahweh Shimi Hawashah, think again. Because everything that glitters ain't gold. You know, and to be quite frank, the elect ain't glittering right now. So everything that you looking for in a man of the Lord is an illusion.
But that's how you know that 2/3 though, because that's how 2/3 think of us out here preaching the word, but we ain't got no sin on us. We ain't lined up. You know what I mean?
Is that Ecclesiastes or
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but that's how they think. But they look at the outer appearance. All right, we ain't got the things that they think that we should have teaching His word. Because Esau made the illusion that if you down with the Lord, then you gonna prosper. The Lord gonna bless you. You know, you probably be sitting on back, but you out here teaching the word like a fake pastor. Because the fake pastor got a thing called 501c3 charter.
Yep.
All right, everybody in his church is on low for him. He the only one got a big house, nice house. You know what I'm saying? Nice car, rings, all diamond rings on his finger, all type of necklace. You know. But look at his congregation. Right.
That's why them pastors gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
That's how them pastors they like to see them churches to show themselves as being the most high.
Yeah, that's right. So you look at his congregation, he's like, damn. Congregation close. He's sitting on their own back.
Yeah. Old women driving up, man, and Broke down regular ass cars.
Yeah.
Paying tithes to the pastor. You know?
That's why Pastor we was that tip out of them though. We're gonna go down when they know Pastor that lied to him and they've been paying Tyson since you know, they've been paying Tyson 15, 20 years and find out Pastor lying.
Yep.
Oh man, I just got to explain them to them.
Yeah.
They gonna want blood, man. You know, because the dollar ain't gonna matter get that. When I catch the power, they money back when the dollar gonna matter.
Yep.
You know, and they don't want blood, man.
There's no way to pay for that, man.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Ecclesiasticus 13 and 23. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man hold his tongue.
Right, T.D. Jakes, Crypto Dollar, Gino Jenkins, you know, hey, yeah, Joel Osteen. My mama like Joel Osteen. My mama loves Joel Osteen. I'm like, Mom, you don't listen to this devil just because he's got the smooth talking his look, his appearance. His appearance. Because our people, what they do is they value the worth of a man's words by the way that he looks.
Yep.
Okay.
Like we just read. What was it?
First 6 Corinthians.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't understand that the Lord has set up the lowly and the meek.
Yep.
Has set up the lowly and the meek to receive his judgment. Has set up the lowly and the meek with his secrets. Okay? He ain't dealing with you on a level where, okay, you gonna be known of me by the money that I put in your bank account.
Yeah.
You gonna be known of me by the type of house that I'm gonna give you.
Right.
All right, because matter of fact, real quick, brother, get Isaiah 26 and 10. Real quick, and then jump back. No brothers got precepts, don't get it.
All right. This Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked.
See, the Lord said, let favor be shown to the wicked. You know? Because just because you got nice things, that don't mean that the Lord dealing with you. Go ahead, bro.
Yet will he not learn righteousness.
See? So there's a lot of people out here got that look like everything is working out in their life. You know, they got that with the America deems a success appearance. You know, but true success is soul success, and soul success comes from the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But the understanding, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, that was it on that lesson a little bit more. Okay, that was your point. I can jump back.
2 Corinthians 10 and 7. Do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is of Mashiach, let him of himself think that this again.
Let them think it again, man. Okay? That's why you have to be constantly examining yourself in this truth, man, to make sure that this word is resonating with your spirit, because your flesh, a lot of times, dictates the thoughts that you have. Now, everybody out here that's not a man of the Lord, they dictate off the flesh. Because men of the Lord are compelled, meaning forced to operate off the spirit. You know? Because that's just how the Lord got it set up. We have to operate off the spirit. And we can't look at the outward appearance, because everything that glitters is not gold. Get that real quick.
Limitation 4:1. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out at the top of every street.
All right, now who are the stones of the sanctuary? Okay, the stones of the sanctuary, first of all, we know that the chief stone is who? Yahushua. The chief cornerstone is Yahushua. Okay, so the rest of those stones would be who? His elect. But it tell you that read it again. Yeah.
Limitation 4:1. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed?
How is the most fine gold changed? So that's talking about the elected nation of Israel, man. Okay? How they become dim. People, meaning nobody knows who the real Israelites are anymore.
Yep.
You know, nobody knows who the men of the Lord are anymore. Nobody knows who the sons of the living power are anymore. Including the only begotten.
Nobody has a clue of what the real image of the Lord looks like. But how is it he walked the earth 2,000 years ago? They can tell you what Alexander the Greek looked like, and Alexander the Greek looked like. Okay? They got that in the history books. So Alexander the Greek goes back before Yahushua was on the scene, man. But everybody want to tell you, well, we don't know what it looked like. But they got this image all over the earth.
Yeah. And then they'll tell you color don't matter. It don't matter what it looks like. You hear that?
So why is it a clear description of what he looks like in the scriptures? And why does he say, he that believeth on me, as the scriptures just said, out of his mouth shall flow rivers of living water? Why does it say he desires the true worshipers to worship him in spirit and in truth?
Because this is a lie.
That's right.
Because if you're calling on Jesus and thinking that he's a white man, this is who you're praying to.
That's right.
You're not praying to the truth. You know, that's the spirit of a lie.
And vice versa. If you calling on the Lord, and if you call on the Lord by the name of Jesus and think he's a black man, you still in error. Because you got that's what IUIC do. Okay? You still in error. How you calling on the Lord, all right, who is a Hebrew, all right, but you calling him by an English name translated from the Greek. So you are in the spirit of error, man. That's why the Lord said you err not knowing the scriptures, and not knowing means not understanding the scriptures, man. You might know some verses. That don't mean that the Lord is working and dealing with you. You know? Because the scripture also say about a man that knows a lot and still transgresses the law is worse. A man that knows a little bit and keepeth the law is better than a man that knows a lot and transgresses the law. If you know where it's at, you know. Yeah, finish that and we'll get it.
The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
And you see us, man. Come on, they poured out in the top, in the top of every street. Okay, that top is really talking about the chief places of concourses, man. You know, that's why you see the men of the Lord in every major city. If you go to any major city in America, in the downtown on a Saturday, all right, in the middle, in the late evening, 3 or 4 o'clock, more than likely you're gonna see the men of the Lord preaching the word, man. Because it say they are poured out at the top of the street. Somebody get Proverbs 1 and 1 and 20.
It's Proverbs.
Verse 22. Right. Now it's verse 22.
Proverbs 1 and 22. You said 22?
Yeah, Proverbs 1 and 22.
All right. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Wisdom cries. It might be 20.
Proverbs 1 and 20.
Okay.
Wisdom cried out, she uttered her voice in the streets.
Right, wisdom cried out. She uttered her voice in the streets. Nobody's expecting for the men of the Lord to be on the streets preaching. They look down upon that. When you see men out on the streets with Bibles, your first mindset is niggas.
Yep.
Yeah, man, because y'all think a prophet is going to be somewhere high up in a mountain levitating doing the little bullshit. It's saying, talking like you know, thou shalt surely, no, man, like, kind of smooth talk, basically. Because you're like calling it, man.
The Lord told us to make it plain upon tables.
Yeah, man, so we break it down very simple. You know, we'll even try to relate it to you. You know?
And that's Jake's problem. Jake looking for, like the brother say, some extravagant, some awe and something, well, something extravagant. That's the word I'm looking for. Jake looking for something extravagant, you know. With the water, bro. But no, man, the Lord said they are poured out in the top of every street, man. And that's what wisdom is found in the streets, man.
Yeah,
Okay?
You know how they got that saying, you know, street knowledge.
God.
You know, they're not book smart, but they got a bunch of street knowledge because they know how to deal with people. You know, they have experience of growing up around different kinds of people, knowing how to interact with them. And that's the experience that we get coming out here and teaching.
Yep.
You know, because we know how to deal with certain spirits.
Yep. And that's we getting experience on dealing with different spirits, you know. The more you come out, the more, cause see, like when you go into a church or a temple, so to speak, it's a certain type of program that's ran. You come in, you be quiet, and they don't tolerate you asking questions, really interrupting the pastor when he's speaking. So you're not really getting to interact with people and understand people's minds sincerely. Because people a lot of those people in those churches are just in there.
Yep.
Just in there sitting in the seat. And a lot of them are physically asleep. But the majority of them are spiritually asleep. Their eyes open and they see the pastor, but they have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Most of them not going to be able to tell you past the choir show.
Yeah, they end up for entertainment.
Yeah.
They end up strictly for entertainment.
Yeah, most of them not going to be able to explain to you what went on past the choir show. Go back to yeah. They're just telling you it's telling you who they are.
Limitation for 2. The precious sons of Zion
The precious sons of Zion, go ahead,
comparable to fine gold.
are comparable to fine gold. Now, when you're dealing with gold, gold doesn't start off shiny. Somebody get Isaiah 13, verse 12. Gold doesn't start off shiny, man. Nope. Gold has to go through a refining process. And it's fire. And fire is what refines gold. And what you seeing us out here doing is going through the fire, okay? Because the fire represents all you scoffers, all you naysayers, all you non-believers, okay? You're part of that fire too, you know? Because you will get, after a while, men that'll get weak just because there's so many people in opposition to this truth. So many people coming up saying, well, y'all are wicked, and y'all cussing, y'all doing this, and y'all are wrong for this, and y'all are wrong for that. Y'all teaching rape, y'all teaching this. But we don't get shook by that because we know that you people are completely ignorant to what's really going on.
How are they esteemed as earthly pictures, works of the hands of the Father?
How are they esteemed as earthen pictures? Now, a picture is something that you can easily break. You can't break real gold. Because the Lord made us like that. He put us in this weak bodies, what you call the chains of darkness, that are easily broken, man. Earthen pictures, okay? That's why I was just speaking on how you got guys that come into this truth and they get taken out by the opposition, you know? Because we got to hold that water. We got to hold that living water in these earthen pictures, man.
They like to do with that Carolina. One of them comes out there. I've been shooting 5 years. Now suddenly he's got fell out because he got tired of something.
Yeah. Jake just run out of gas. Yeah. You know, a brother Zahab, get that to they say woe to the faint-hearted. Let's sit on that. We can drop that. That was the point. We can go ahead and get that in Sirach.
This is what? 19 and 24. He that has more understanding and fear of the Most High is better than one that had much wisdom and transgresses the law of the Most High.
Right. Because like I was saying earlier, you got these camps out here, they know precepts, you know, but they still going off.
Shit, IUIC.
You know?
What's
IUIC.
Romans 10 and 4.
Yeah, GOCC. AOC. You know, all the Israelite campers, everything you see, you know, that's just what you see on campus. You know? But this man, he was a man, and other people,
They going out on the mark of the beast.
yeah, that's right.
They're marching downtown for
Fucking million man. Hey, these niggas look like a fucking million man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So they had to have all the IUIC camps from all over came down yesterday.
Yeah.
To fucking stop the violence march.
Y'all seen that yesterday?
Yeah, the brother put it on kick.
Bro, we seen the drive by.
Ah, that's what they was out there
Yeah. And then look, it's about stop the violence.
Yeah.
Like Elder One said,
Yeah.
all the scriptures is about violence, bro.
That's all it is.
Then the so-called white, it's like the so-called white man is the father of it, man, because he was the murderer from the beginning. He was the
That's
first
right.
murderer.
Yeah, they coming in that Martin Luther King spirit, man.
You know what I said? You know what I said? He the new Martin Luther King out there. Huh?
Yeah, Nathan do Martin Luther King.
Oh, man, Lord ain't dealing with that, man.
Because
Politically correct.
really, when you think about his whole message, he telling them not to go. He telling them, don't let me catch you cussing out so-called white man. Don't let me catch you condemning Esau. So then, what the hell is you preaching?
Yeah.
You going completely contrary to the
But
scriptures.
what is he doing with March or somebody stopping the island?
Because he trying to make peace.
Trying to be loved on this
Hey, get
side.
Ecclesiastes 3.
He's trying to make
He's trying to get love. Yeah.
We ain't not gonna make
Go ahead.
Seeking love.
The Lord said he come not to send peace on earth. So what the fuck they doing?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob.
No. Jump. Look, listen. Stay with the spirit we'll be on right now. Hold it. Just go to Ecclesiastes 3
All
because
right.
we're dealing with them talking about peace. So just 1. Let's look at 8. No, start, read 1 and then jump to 8.
Alright, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right, so you talking about stop the violence. That shows us that you're not men of the Lord with their discernment and their judgment to understand what season it is. Go ahead, bro.
Jumping down to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate.
A time to love and a time to hate. Okay, so you talking about stop the violence and bring peace. That ain't what the Lord talking about. That ain't what the Lord, according to the scriptures, is showing us what season it is. The Lord is not showing us that season of stop the violence and peace. It ain't that season. Go ahead.
A time of war and a time of peace.
A time of war and a time of peace. But see, the real men of the Lord know what time it is. We know that it's time for the Lord to come back. And the Lord said when he comes back, the slain of his sword is going to be many.
Like I said, the time of war and the time of peace. What the fuck the time of peace is? You can't have no peace with this fucking devil, man.
Yeah.
You know? See what he doing?
Esau been in war now.
Police killed Jake and Memphis.
He's going to have peace when the wicked rule.
Yeah, the police killed Jake last week in Memphis. You know, and he was a college student, whatever. But besides that, police killed him. Traffic stop. They killed the man just last week over a traffic stop, man. You know, but he is come out to stop the fucking violence, man. Come on, bro. You cannot stop what the so-called white man set up in his society.
And he not, the scriptures say he ain't going to stop. He said he got a perpetual hatred towards his brother Jacob, man. All right? Now, all he can do is do violence and wickedness.
Yeah.
So how the hell you going to stop the violence?
Well, I think God is, it's like the Lord using them
They just wicked. Yeah, they just set up to continue to follow the seed because they had the greatest following. They had the greatest following because they got what? They glitter, they gold, okay, and they got that message, that delusional message of peace, stop the violence, that Christ. Because see, that's the message that comes behind Christ. A hypocritical message. Okay? How the hell you gonna be in a place where there's continual violence going on because of the one that ruling. That's all he knows how to do. How you gonna be in a place with the one that's ruling over you? His only act that he knows how to commit is continual rape, rob, murder, being violent. How the hell are you gonna get out of it if the one that's over you is doing that? That's why he read this. See, they know a whole lot of precepts. You know, you get them out here, they can bring out the precepts, you know. But they transgressing the law of Yahweh Shah. Go ahead and bring that out in Ecclesiastes now. Because see, and that's another thing. People get tired of the debates. They get tired of the back and forth, the rebuttal, you know. They get tired of not being able to get any women because women don't really are attracted to these, you know. They get tired of, well, man, I gotta come out here in the heat, in the rain, in the snow, you know. They get tired of being laughed at, get tired of being scoffed at. Really, they just get tired of fighting.
Yeah.
But what is Jacob's MO? He who wrestles with the Most High, man. You gotta understand, the Lord is putting us through this. It's like the Lord saying, say uncle. All you gotta do if you feel like it's too much pressure for you, say uncle. That means beg for mercy, nigga. That's all you gotta do. The Lord will take it, give you a little slack, but ultimately, he's not gonna give you too much slack because that's the reason that he got you here.
What you breaking down is plain in Ecclesiastes 2, man. Alright, heard I sold temptation, man. You know, that's what you gotta do, man. But you think that temptation's gonna last for a minute, and then you'll be scotch free? Hell no.
You gotta be the ultimate Jake, like how shine is true, man. You gotta be ready to die, man. You can't take a little opposition. You can't take a few rebuttals. You can't take the mass of the people disagreeing with you.
Hey, when did get Howard Shine get ready? When he went on the cross and went back to the spirit world. So guess what? We gonna get out already. Alright?
Get back to your
When we
house.
get delivered. You know, that's what we gonna get out of when we get delivered, man. Yeah, that's why I said, unto yourself likewise as your Howard Shine, man. As much as he suffered, we gonna suffer too, man. Alright? So yeah, you gotta always have it in the mind, we gonna suffer, man. Alright? We gonna suffer. Guess what? That suffering is only for but a moment, man. Because one day with the Lord, 1,000 years to us, man. We ain't even living a fucking whole day, man. You know? So guess what? We gonna suffer, just take it truthfully, man, like the scripture say. You know? Because guess what? It gonna happen. Whether you're doing it with wickedness or you're doing it with righteousness. It's gonna happen, man. We see Jake out here struggling. But guess what? They struggling in a wicked way. While we see the men of the Lord struggling, but what? They struggling for righteousness' sake. You know, it's a difference.
Definitely right. This
Let them finish. You got it? Oh, you got it. Whoa.
Ecclesiastes 2.
Whoa to them there. Thank you.
Yeah. This Ecclesiastes 2:13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
Now get all the unfaithful shall die and unfaithful.
That's a good one, though.
Right.
There's a little bit more too.
Keep on.
Well, I'm gonna start over. This Ecclesiastes 2:13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
Right. Hey, the Lord is not gonna allow him to be delivered, man.
Yeah.
All right, because it say the Lord is gonna fight our battles, man. You know, because what? He just not gonna make it. He don't believe it, man. He don't believe it without my son. I think the Lord is delivering us, man.
At the time of trouble, man, he's not gonna be defended. You know, when martial law, Jacob's trouble, all those times come, man. You're not gonna be defended, man. You were faint-hearted. This verse 14 it says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience."
Yep. And that's what happened. That's what happened with Jake. You know, they first come into it, it's all sweet. So, you know, anytime you're having a good time and things are all good and comfy, you can deal with that for an eternity. As soon as that pressure get on, you know, that's just like you in the house and the air conditioner go off.
Oh yeah.
shit, you gonna start complaining like a motherfucker. Like, goddamn, man. Hey, man, you gonna call somebody? Like, hey, so, hey, especially if you renting, you stay in an apartment, you call like a motherfucker. Hey, man, come fix this AC, man. You know? But, hey, the Lord got us out here so he can try our patience. You know?
A little bit more. It says, and what will you do when the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai shall visit you?
Right, because what are you visiting you with? Test. Visiting you with them trials and tribulations. You know? But ultimately, if you lose patience with the trials and tribulations, then these little small trials, that's why I say it's not worth to be compared with what we're going through right now. So when the Lord really comes down with those final tests, with them final examinations, so you done failed in school all year long. So when the final exam comes, what you gonna do? You ain't learned shit all year. You damn sure ain't gonna pass the final exam. You damn sure ain't gonna make it out of Jacob's trouble. You damn sure ain't gonna make it past the mark of the beast. You damn sure ain't gonna make it past the missiles. You couldn't take these, you couldn't be patient enough to deal with these little trials and tribulations. Let alone to deal with the major trouble that's coming our way, man. Go ahead.
The second address, 15 and 4. For all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness.
Right. And that's what you have, those that lost patience. You know, ultimately, patience is an attribute and amenity of faith. Okay? And it tell you that in the scriptures, man. You know, temperance, okay? Discipline, patience, all that, all those attributes are amenities of faith, man. Long suffering, you know?
Behold, said the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Yeah, that ain't even really came yet, man. You know, you have spurts of death. You have spurts. Every now and then it's a little disease, epidemic, you know. You have different things that happen here and there, but it's coming full-fledged, man. It's finna come down full-fledged, man. The Lord said he gonna bring it down, he gonna bring it down, man.
Like it's just like a tire going down the hill. You can't stop it.
Yep.
For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hopeful works are fulfilled.
Right, the hopeful works of these Edomites have been fulfilled. You know, because the RFID chip is here. The mark of the beast is here. We ain't waiting on him to invent it. It's here.
Some already got it.
And that's the final hour. That's the final, when that's made mandatory, that's it. You know? So really, that's how we know that the end is here, man. And that's why we out here continually warning the people. Yesterday the message was about warning the people. Today is basically the same thing. The truth is here. The truth is out. The end is here. Okay? And this is just another warning. Go ahead, bro.
Therefore said the Lord Yahweh by Shem Shai, I will hold my tongue no more.
Who is his tongue? Who is the tongue? Who is the mouthpieces of the Lord?
Prophet.
The prophets. So you're looking at the mouth of the Lord. You're looking at the Lord not holding his tongue anymore.
I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly
And it
exercise
says they
themselves.
profanely commit this, right? The word profane means outside the temple. So they're not doing this because they're not doing this and know better. They doing this because they don't know how to do anything else. They wasn't brought into righteousness. They never were brought in the mold of knowing how to live righteously. They was always set up to be outcasts. Okay? The Lord set up outcasts outside of his righteous judgment.
Behold, the innocent in the righteous blood cried unto me.
The innocent in the righteous blood. Okay? Keep going.
And the souls of the just complain continually.
The souls of the just complain continually. And that's what you see us doing, man. proclaiming this truth. Okay?
Let's go with
Ezekiel 9.
Yeah, cause see, the Lord, read it again. Last part.
Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Right. So the Lord has us out here telling the truth, but the truth hurts. So when people hear something that don't really feel good or sound good to them, they look at you like, well, you just complain. All you do is complain. You know, anything that's not comfortable, anything Jake not comfortable hearing, he look at you like, all you do is complain. Why you always complaining? Well, we complaining righteously. It's a such thing as complaining righteously. Because we complaining ultimately to the Lord, all right? But we letting y'all hear why we complain.
Yeah, I got you. This is Revelation 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would, thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich, and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, man, y'all think that this life is okay, and y'all hate that we complain about this life.
Yep.
Because y'all think that this life is okay. But y'all don't know that y'all are broken down, poor,
Slaves.
blind, y'all are slaves in this society, that y'all need a savior, that everything's not all right, because there's a whole lot of wickedness going on behind the scenes.
and shit, the world was made for your sake.
Yeah. And the people that are under you are taking your shit, and you're okay with that.
Yeah, the people that's supposed to be under you
Yeah.
are using you, destroying you, stepping on your neck, beating you down physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Yeah.
You know? Because I was just watching on YouTube. They put this on the national news about the first, what is it, some type of clothing store, but it's like it's a gender neutral apparel clothing store. A gender neutral. Now this is supposed to be national news. They're putting wickedness, and that's what we complain about. The wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth. You can't go out in public without seeing a faggot. And you people think that that's okay. You's the same people that went to church today.
Yeah.
Now come out of the church and tell you, I don't got no problem. You know, the Lord made them that way.
Say
The
like-
Lord destroyed a whole city full of faggots and vile sex acts. And that same city is right here today.
Right.
That's why I said it's spiritual called Sodom and Egypt.
You got
Why is America the spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man? Sodom, when you got all that conversation, you got act like the brother was saying, pedophile and
bestiality. Really now it's out there. You can sleep whatever the hell you want to sleep.
right. And then spiritually Egypt, because what? We yet today in our captivity, man. Right? That's why America is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man.
And then you get people that get offended because we say America gonna be destroyed. God coming back to destroy America with thermonuclear missiles.
Right.
You get offended. But did he not destroy Sodom and Gomorrah for the very same thing that America embraces? So what do you think the Lord changed? All of a sudden now he's okay with vile sex acts. He okay with all these homosexual, transgender politicians. Okay with transgenders getting nobility,
Yeah.
getting notarization as being noble. What the hell wrong with you people, man?
This goes John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right, because what's the love of the world? It's the flesh. Do thy will. That's the spirit that's in the world. There's no submission to true authority and true judgment in the world, man.
Back up what you just said.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Romans 10 and 3. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness.
Going about to please themselves, being ignorant of things of the spirit, okay? Being ignorant that the Lord put you in a body and requires you to control that body by his word.
Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. Y'all don't want to submit to the correct judgment, man. That's why there's all these wild people running about doing what they want. Doing what you want isn't correct. Following your heart isn't correct.
And you know it's going too far when the children are being taught that they can be whoever they want to be. You can be a boy, you can be a girl.
This is
Children are not even considered as able to be able to have a judgment according to the Bible until they're like 12 years old, man. But you telling a toddler that it's okay if you want to be a girl, you can be a girl, and a girl, if you want to be a boy, you can be a boy. All right, that's the vibration that America pushes, man. You know, that's the same shit that was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
Jude 1 and 7. Even that Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and after strange flesh.
After strange flesh. Jake fucking sex dolls now. Now you got sex dolls now. It ain't enough that, okay, if I want to run up in a man's anus, if I want to scrub pussies, okay, if I want to sleep with a cow or a dog, that ain't enough. Now, oh, well, I'm straight, but I just, you know, I don't want to go get a real woman. I just
rather deal with a blow-up dog.
Yeah, I just rather deal with a blow-up dog. I'd rather just screw a robot. You know? That's strange flesh, man. Because ultimately that robot is made up of the elements which your flesh is made out of. But that's okay. America says, hey, that's okay. You know? Hey, you paid for it. Now how it is, hold on now, listen. You can go buy a dog and screw a dog, but if a consenting adult says, if you pay me, we can have sex.
Yeah, that's a good start.
You see the hypocrisy?
Yeah, you can sleep with any creature under the sun in America, but if you want more than one wife,
Yeah.
it's not okay.
Yeah, I can go, a man and a man can be together, a woman and a woman can be together, but a man can't have two women.
Well, you can, but it has to be in an orgy or some shit. You know, some it has to be.
But not legally.
Yeah,
Not legally.
Yeah.
It's Daniel 7:25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until times and the end of time.
Right. So for 350 years he was doing all this without anybody speaking out against him.
Yeah.
Until Elijah the prophet, all right, John the Baptist came back on the scene as Abba Bivens, okay, and started exposing them. And really that's when their kingdom started going to shits. That's when the end really started. Now we at the end of the end. Get Psalms 19 and 4. You about to get ready to wrap it up. Brother, go ahead, get what you got.
All right, this Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. It says, surely oppression Maketh a wise man mad.
Yeah, ain't nobody around here wise because everybody happy. Everybody got this false sense of happiness, joy. They don't have a clue that the very place that we in is the valley of shadow of death. They don't see all this death around here because they think that the only real dead people are in cemeteries. They don't know that dead people actually walk around. The dead people actually go out to eat. The dead people actually clock in and get a check.
Right, bro.
Get Romans, get Revelations 11 and 8. And hold that. We don't finish it. Matter of fact, finish it while you get it.
All
Start back at the top though.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Right, and this place is full of gifts. Full of gifts that destroy your mind. You know? And the main gifts that destroy your mind are these philosophies. The fact that you can go to a public school for free, that's the beginning of destroying your mind. See, that's a gift. That's a gift. Or you can take, public school is a gift. A gift that oppresses you and destroys your mind. Because after those 13 years, okay, which that's even spiritual. When you really go into the number 13, and the elites on the left-hand side, they know that it's spiritual, okay? And when you go into, because why don't they just start you off in first grade? Why is there a thing called kindergarten? Because kindergarten goes back to a German, all right, and it really means garden of children. So they're growing and grooming children in a mindset that ultimately destroys them. That's why you see college students are the most dumbest people in the world, man. Yeah. They have absolutely no common sense. You be like, why do you just do this? That's why we teach you how to think logically. Let me tell you what my college student told me. She gonna say, well, you know, college is supposed to teach you how to struggle. You've been struggling your whole goddamn life. Now somebody gotta teach you how to do what you've been doing your whole damn life.
Revelation 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
So wisdom's in the street, crying loud, around a whole lot of dead people. So every now and then, is one lively spirit that can come by and grasp his word. Everybody else is dead. And what's the name of that city that they in?
Spiritually, it's called Sodom and Egypt.
Hey, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. So to break it down in layman terms, spiritually it's called LGBT America. That's what it's called. LGBT America. Sodom and Egypt.
Well, also our Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua was crucified.
Because that's where he was hanged on the cross in Egypt, and he's crucified all the day long here, okay? Because crucify means to destroy. So if you destroying the image and the mind and the judgment of the Lord, you destroying him. You putting up an image of a homosexual. That's why homosexuality is accepted here. See, Jesus comes with that Jesus demon comes with homosexuality, comes with incest, check the camera, comes with pedophilia. It might be getting hot. We're gonna shut it down anyway. It would say it's getting hot.
Charging, stop.
Okay. Yeah, you pull the charger out. Go ahead. All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right. This Isaiah 13 and 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdom.
Babylon, what you read? The Lord of Babylon. Go ahead.
The beauty of the Chaldeans.
Right, Esau.
Your elites.
The banking families. Go ahead, out.
Excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, fire, man.
So it said when America, all right, which is Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, reaches its excellency. Read it again.
Isaiah 13 and 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
So to these banking elites, all right, to these Edomites, okay, this is beautiful. The way that America is being ran rapidly with homosexuals, flaming faggots, all types of foul sex acts. Okay? That's excellent to them. And that word excellent means goes back to what? Excel. So in their mind, they're excelling. You know what they say? They're warping into the next. Yeah, evolving into the next. You know, whatever. What they don't understand, they warping into destruction.
That's right.
That's what they doing. You know. Psalm 19:4. Yeah, we can close it out.
Psalm 19.
And 4.
All
We
right.
might be able to start up a little bit.
Okay. This is Psalm 19.
Now start in verse 2.
Psalm 19.
Now, matter of fact, just started at the top.
Okay. Psalms 19:1. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Alright, and then when you go into that word heavens, you know, it's kind of deeper than just what you think of the spiritual realm, because heaven represents rulership. But a rulership has to have people. So really, we are declaring, Lord willing, we are the elect, we are the heavens to come. Okay? We are the heavens to come, starting with Yahweh Shah when he comes back with the crowns of life upon us, right? The real heaven is going to be established. Okay? And we're declaring it now.
That's right. It says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
See, that's how you know it's talking about a people. There is no language or speech where their voice is not heard. So all over the earth, this word is heard. And see, this is really a prophecy, because when this was written by King David, right? It went out there like that yet. The word, but this is actually a prophecy. And that's the spirit of this book, the spirit of prophecy, man. You know, that's how we know that the end is here. Go ahead, bro.
It says, their line is gone out throughout all the earth.
That line is talking about this word, man. That line is talking about that great song this brother always bring us in with, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
And their words to the end of the world.
And their words to the end of the world, man. You know? It ain't nowhere where this truth ain't being declared. Okay? It's out there, man. And by the means of the internet, you see us recording live right now. It's accessible to everybody on the face of the earth, man.
Done.
And you got subtitles you can add to it, no matter what language you speak. You got you can even have it translated. You know, however you want it, man. You can have your captions in whatever language you speak. So it's out there, man. The Lord set this platform up for us to preach this word, man. He made the crooked places straight before we got here, man. Come on, man.
It says, in them have he set a tabernacle for the sun.
A tabernacle is what? A table. You know? A platform. That tabernacle is the internet, man. The unicorn. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race.
Yeah, that fourth was the last point.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the point, man. You know? Go ahead, bro. Jump to let's see.
Alright, this is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 20. Alright? And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished. Then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament,
Let's talk about the internet. Yeah. All right. It's simple. Yeah.
and they shall see altogether.
Right. They shall see all together, meaning all nations on the face of the earth shall be able to see this word. You know? Because where you actually have the word being transferred is through the satellites. Yeah, and the satellites are in the firmament. Okay? That's how we're able to, you know, transmit this message.
Go live. This live
Yeah.
on all four corners of the earth.
You
Wherever
say
the
something?
internet
You gonna say something?
No, I was just going to say that it goes from the phone up into the firmament where the satellite is, and then from the satellite it comes back down.
Yeah. Wherever.
wherever the internet is, you know,
And
where it's at.
wherever you at, it can get to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know.
And so with that, hey, I hope you brothers edified. Once again, we'll give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash.
I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, who rule well, teach well, and great example of Israel, might be elect, and peace and blessings upon the poor women, and truth and truth and truth and sincerity. That great song. And so with that, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and salvation is we believe. Jacob's time, it's high time wake out of sleep, man.
Right.
All right, salvation is nearer than we believe, man. How more do we got to come out here and scratch that, man? All right? And with that,
Above!
Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shalom, Shalom, Kron Yasharala.
Kwam Nasrallah.